Once upon a time, in a realm far beyond the reach of mortals, there lived a mysterious and enchanting creature known as the Time Fairy. Her name was Tempora, and she resided in a shimmering palace made of crystal and stars, nestled at the very edge of time itself. From her palace, she watched over the flow of time in the world below, guiding its rivers, ensuring the seasons changed, and that moments flowed smoothly from past to present to future. Tempora was a being of great wisdom, for she had seen all the ages of the world. But despite her knowledge, she was gentle and kind, and her most treasured task was helping those who were lost or stuck in time, whether they had dwelled too long in the past or feared too much for the future. One day, in a quiet village surrounded by lush forests, there lived a boy named Elias. Elias was an anxious child, always worrying about what might happen tomorrow or next week, and fretting over mistakes he had made long ago. He often wished he could go back in time to fix things or leap ahead to avoid the troubles that lay ahead. His constant worrying made him miss the joys of the present moment, and the villagers, though fond of him, saw his heart grow heavy with each passing day. One evening, while wandering alone near the forest, Elias stumbled upon an ancient oak tree. Carved into its bark was a symbol of a clock, its hands pointing neither to the past nor the future, but resting still in the center of the dial. As Elias reached out to touch the tree, a soft, silvery glow surrounded him. Before he knew it, he found himself in a place unlike any he had ever seen, a palace of light, where every wall sparkled like the night sky, and time itself seemed to hum in the air. It was there that he met Tempora, the time fairy. She appeared before him in a swirl of golden light, her wings shimmering like the rays of dawn, and her gown flowing like the endless rivers of time. Elias, she said, her voice as soft as a whisper, yet as powerful as the wind. I have felt your heart's burden. You worry so much about what has passed and what is yet to come that you are missing the beauty of the now. Why do you wish to escape time? Elias, wide-eyed, bowed before her. I fear the future, and I regret the past, he confessed. If I could go back, I would change my mistakes, and if I could leap ahead, I would avoid all the things that scare me. Tempora smiled kindly at the boy and led him to a great crystal pool at the center of her palace. Look into the waters, she said. They hold the past, present, and future. Tell me what you see. Elias gazed into the pool. First, he saw his past, moments where he had made mistakes, times when he had failed. His heart sank, but then he noticed something else. Every failure had taught him something. Every misstep had led him to grow stronger and wiser. Without them, he would not be the boy he was now. Next, the pool showed the future, clouded and uncertain. It was full of possibilities, some bright, some dark, but always shifting. No matter how much he looked, the future remained unclear, as if it were a story still waiting to be written. Finally, the pool showed the present, a single, perfect moment where Elias stood with Tempora, surrounded by the magic of time. For the first time in his life, he realized the value of being in the now, appreciating the beauty and wonder around him. The past is a teacher, and the future is a mystery, Tempora said gently. But it is the present where you truly live. Time flows forward, and we cannot change it, but we can shape it by how we live in each moment. Elias understood now. He had spent so long fearing time that he had forgotten to live in it. With a grateful heart, he thanked Tempora for her wisdom. Before he left, Tempera gave Elias a small hourglass filled with glowing sand. Whenever you find yourself lost in worry, turn this hourglass and remember the lesson of time. Live in the present, and you will find peace. With that, Elias found himself back at the ancient oak tree, holding the hourglass in his hands. The sky was filled with the golden light of sunset, and for the first time, Elias felt no fear for tomorrow and no regret for yesterday. He smiled, knowing that each moment was a gift, and from that day forward, he lived with joy in his heart.